know, you never want to imagine something like this happening to you. He lost his dog. Remember what happened to him? He had a kid with the girl that he didn't want to be with, and we saw what happened. But this, a brother, a family, your blood. This is a different ball game. As most of us already heard the news, and I made a video about it the other day. Eddie Von Moger, the brother of Calum Von Moger, and also who went viral on a video where he attacked an old man with a boomerang, he went missing last week.
A huge multi-agency search was launched today. That's because 28-year-old Edward Von Moger hasn't been seen since Thursday. He vanished from his local area of Belmont, but yesterday his vehicle was found more than 30 kilometres away, parked on...
And Calum Von Moger put up a posting, and this is during the Arnold, for people to help him if they can give information to find his brother. And then, as I made a video the other day, reported that his body was found off the shores of Australia, and he was found dead in an apparent, along with a note for his family.
You know, I was never like, I never intended to be hospitalised or have, break my back and, and mess up my arm and stuff. And that was the biggest wake-up call for me. It was when I woke up out of a coma, 6 days, and I'm just like going like, what the heck happened to me? Like, what's going on? Well, what have I done to myself? That was just like, and I was just so ashamed and angry at myself. And
we all know the issues that Calum Von Moger has had himself the past few years, the ups and downs, dealing with tragic losses that ended up his life into a spiraling into drug abuse and apparent suicides himself, and checking himself into rehab and all these things. And, we always believed, at least I always believed, that he could turn around his life. And he found a way recently to turn around his life, put that in the past, have good people around him.
I wasn't doing that well. I was going through a lot, and I was always had this like mindset where I was like, I can handle it. But without even you probably didn't even know, but I was going through like depression, and I had I think two of the biggest obstacles I faced this year was, depression and anxiety. And they're two things that I'd always had a grip on, and never ever wanted to let it affect me or show other people that I wasn't doing okay. So I bottled up so much of my emotions and these problems and stuff, and that was my biggest regret. It was probably not speaking up about it earlier, or maybe seeking some help about it and talking to someone. And unfortunately, I went down on a different path, the wrong path, which was, obviously it was really detrimental to my health and my physical, mental well-being.
And it seemed like he was turning a corner until this tragic loss now of his brother that he has to deal with. Now, all of us, and I'm saying you guys, if you looked at the comments on my last video, there was an outpouring of care and concern about Calum and his well-being, because we all know his history in dealing with things like this. And how is he going to deal with this? This is his brother. This is the biggest loss that he's had all this time. And we didn't know how he's going to deal with it. Well, I found out some information on how Calum's been dealing with this. And as soon as it happened, and before I tell you guys what happened, I confirmed this with a source, somebody close to him, very close to him. And then I also spoke to Nick Trigilli, and Nick also heard the same. As soon as it happened, Calum kept on saying, he's not dead. He's not dead. There's no way my brother could be dead. And then he shortly after checked himself into a mental care facility, and that's where he is now. And I know that he has a girlfriend around him now, and I heard good things about her, and that as long as he's with her, she's going to take care of him, make sure he's okay. And I want to say that, it's a good thing. I think this is a step in the right direction for him. As bad of a situation this is, there's nothing, you can't imagine anything worse, right? But he took a step. He didn't go down and start doing drugs and doing things like that. No. He went and he realized that he couldn't deal with this and went and got care by professionals. And it says a lot about what we felt about him changing and if can he finally do it. And I think this is a step in the right direction because you never want to imagine something like this happening to you. He lost his dog. Remember what happened to him? He had a kid with the girl that he didn't want to be with, and we saw what happened. But this, a brother, a family, your blood, this is a different ball game, and this is a true test, and this is a good step in the right direction. I remember I talked to Eric Konevsky, who's my friend, and he had seen Calum at the Arnold Expo. And Colum, he said, he actually liked me and Eric's videos where we would catch the predators and things like that. But Eric said, he said, John, his demeanor was very down compared to how he has seen him in the past. Because remember, that's when his brother went missing. He hadn't learned yet that his brother had died. And now he has, and I think it's a step in the right direction. And again, prayers for him and his family, and prayers that he can make it through this, as hard as it is. And before I let you guys go, I want to say I appreciate you guys. And when I say that, the comments, you guys take so much time. Some of those comments you guys write. And I read them all, the good ones and the bad ones, because I learn a lot from the bad ones. They've helped me get better over the years. But I truly appreciate the time that you guys take to write them. So thanks for all the support, and let's just say a prayer for Colin, his family, and pray that he makes it out okay.